Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to episode 3. And this week we're gonna have some questions from you guys as well as ask some questions of our own.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with a question from you guys. It is from Helen, and she asked us, what is our favorite family game? My number 1 is going to be Pictionary.
Love some Pictionary.
Love it. It's never a dull moment.
A jackal! Jackal! It's a jackal! It looks like a jackal! 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 It's a jackal! Jackal!
Time!
It wasn't right the first time you said it. Why the hell would it be right the next 10 times? God!
Some of my favorite memories come from Pictionary.
Yeah, I can't draw, so playing Pictionary is just kind of like, it's pretty hilarious with me, but yeah.
And then my other is going to be when we go home for Christmas, when we go up to his parents' house, we always play Minute to Win It games, and it is always an absolute blast. Lots of laughs.
Legacy, come on! Oh yeah!
And that would be my 2 favorites.
I agree. Yeah, both of those games are spot on.
Spot on?
Thanks for the question, Mom. Love
Thanks,
you.
Helen.
My first question today for Sarah is, in a year of soccer coming to an end, which bicycle kick did you think was better, Gareth Bale's or Cristiano Ronaldo's?
Ooh. I mean, that's tough, because I like both of them a lot.
Let's get back on track here, all right?
I'm gonna have to go with Gareth Bale. I felt like it was just yesterday, and it was for all the marbles, and it was just beautiful. It was beautiful to see. It was exciting. He had a rough year, and it was cool to see. So I'm going with Gareth Bale.
Yeah. Shout out to Real Madrid. We took that trophy.
Woo!
The next user question comes from our friend Jim. Hey Jim, appreciate the question. And he asked, Diablo or StarCraft? And I'll take this question because Sarah's a gamer, but she's not as hardcore of a gamer as me. So it's gotta be Diablo. I mean, since Diablo 1, 2, and now 3, like they've just always been games that I can jump into and play for hours. And I love the Diablo series. I wish Blizzard would release a Diablo 4. So Blizzard, if you watch this, please give us a Diablo 4 like we've just been waiting. I mean, StarCraft is okay. I'm just not really into that type of game. I've never been able to get hardcore into it, but Diablo, I love it.
I have a question for Derek. I know that he is an Apple guy, but he's dabbled in Android and all that kind of stuff. Why do you remain an Apple user?
Years ago, I would have said, look at this device. It's absolutely beautiful. It's thin, it's perfect, it works great. But as time has gone on, the competition has kind of gotten a little bit closer. But I think really these days, the reason I stay with Apple is simply because of iMessage. It sounds really strange, but it's becoming a trend. No one wants to see a green text message bubble anymore. So I feel like if Android could somehow incorporate iMessage and I could talk to iPhone users via iMessage from an Android phone, I would give Android a try because the competition has gotten really close now. There's some great phones out. I hope they continue to be competitive, but yeah, iMessage for me.
Our third user question comes from John. Hi, Father. How are you? He asked us if we could live anywhere, where would it be? That's a tough one because I feel like everywhere that I visit is awesome and great. I kind of just want to stay there forever. Oregon has always just been like on my radar, and I keep trying to get there, and we just haven't gotten there yet. But Oregon, just from everything that I see, you get a little bit of everything. You've got the coast, you've got the mountains, you've got plains, and just really unique, geographical features and cool beer scenes, and yeah.
So no California, no New York City, no France, no.
I don't know. I mean, that's my problem. Is I feel like every single one of these I could go live there. I love New York, and I I would love to just live in all these places for like a year and then just go about my business. You know, if somebody said, hey, you can go to Spain tomorrow, I'd be like, let's go. I'd drop everything and I'd go live in Barcelona. I loved it there. You know, I loved New York City. If I could afford or wanted to afford like $1,300 a month rent for 400 square feet, I might do it. But I don't know.
Maybe one day this Q&A, this whole YouTube channel will get big enough. We can just start doing videos from all these locations.
I would love that.
Maybe.
I would
you
love
can dream, right? You got to hold on to your dreams.
And even if it doesn't go there, I still love you and I like making these videos with you.
I love you too.
Dad had one more question, and he asked, do you like Harley Davidson Sportsters? And I feel like this question is directed at Derek.
John, my man. Yes, I would absolutely love a Harley Davidson Sportster. Matter of fact, I know you have one, so if I could just do, this is a perfect time for me to do my sales pitch. Like if you want to come off of that Harley Davidson Sportster, I think I personally would look great on that bike. So just let me know. You can even put it in the comments below. Just let me know how much. You know, you have my phone number. Call me, John. Like, please call me. Let me know. What do we have to do to take this bike off your hands? No, just kidding. But to answer the question, yes, Harleys are cool. Someday I hope to own a Harley and get that experience. You're kind of a part of a special group when you own a Harley. So yeah, I absolutely would love a Harley Davidson Sportster.
All right, so for the last part is more of a discussion kind of between us, but we'd also like to hear your thoughts on the matter. We were driving home earlier and we passed the beer distribution center, Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, and Derek happened to see an Elysian logo that went by, and we weren't aware that Anheuser-Busch had acquired them, and kind of got us onto the topic of selling out and, you know, how it's kind of viewed as a bad thing. And, you know, my first instinct was people make products and the ultimate goal is for people to buy those products and to enjoy those products. And, you know, if somebody came to me after I made a product and offered me millions of dollars, I'm going to consider that. You know, and he brought up a good point from a musical side of things. You know, I mentioned, well, you know, kind of like Macklemore. You know, Macklemore did the same kind of thing and everybody lost their minds about Macklemore selling out. And again, you know, making millions of dollars. But, you know, what was your take on it that I didn't consider?
So honestly, in my opinion, it's a lot different going when we're talking about beer and a musical artist. So when you're talking about beer, I feel like the recipe doesn't change most of the time. Like, I'm sure people had no idea that the brewery had been sold to a large distributor because the recipe is pretty much the same. But from a musical standpoint, if you have an artist who makes underground hip hop, like Macklemore, for example, where he talks about issues from struggling with drugs and, you know, real life things that we can actually relate to a song like Thrift Shop about bouncing through a thrift shop buying a bunch of clothes, which I don't have a problem with. It's just, the music's being catered to a certain audience to make the artist popular. And it's not really what people fell in love with in the first place. It's nice to have artists who are lyrical and don't stray too far from the roots that they came from. But yeah, like Sarah said, when it comes to beer, I mean, honestly, if someone would offered you millions of dollars for your beer recipe, you would probably consider it very strongly. You would also probably sell it. I mean, I know there's hardcore people who say, no, I would never do that. You know, I would stay local, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that money would be enticing. So that's just my thought on it. And Justin, if you're watching, I know you agree with me about the Macklemore thing. So comment and confirm, or else I'm going to have to unfollow you on every social media outlet I follow you on. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's my thoughts.
So give us some input on this topic and all the questions that we talked about today. We'd like to know where you'd like to live, what your favorite game is. Also, please ask us some questions so we can answer them in a future episode. You can put them here on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you like to follow us. I think that's all we got, and we'll see you next time for episode number 4. or
Peace.
bye.